Okay, I quickly wanted to show you how to optimize your blog posts in Shopify for SEO. This is a blog post for one of my clients, Sandia Seed. Um, we wanted to really highlight some short season peppers. This is a term that people are searching online, and she has a whole bunch of peppers that grow really quickly, so we wanted to create a blog post to talk about that. So when you do a blog post in Shopify, you want to name your title with those exact keyword terms of something that's being searched online. So oftentimes Google will even suggest terms to you as you're starting to type things in. So you can use any of those suggestions as a blog post or any of the ones that I've sent as part of my SEO consultation. Use any of those terms and write a blog post. So the first thing is to write your title. Make sure to use the exact terms and phrase that that Google is suggesting or saying that people are searching for, because those are the exact terms people are typing in. So if you name that blog post with those exact terms, you're much more likely to get to the top or the first page for that term, especially if you create a really good in-depth blog post with lots of images and information. Make sure it's unique. The information in the blog post too. Do not copy and paste content from your other parts of your website or any other website. Write something that's original. Also, write something quite long. I mean, the longer you can write, the better. They say the more words is helpful. It's basically the more information you're providing on this topic, the better. So in addition to naming it with the title, it's also good to include those keywords in the post itself. So just kind of thread them in. Don't do it in a obsessive, crazy way. Just do it naturally, where you're including that short season peppers keyword throughout. So, and you'll see what I did is I created a list of like their top short season peppers. So, and I have like number one short season pepper, number two, etc. So this helps create a lot of these words in here in a natural way that Google is not going to penalize you for. It's actually really helpful, and Google recognizes that this is important. So this post does quite well in Google now because of that. And then you'll see it's pretty long as well, so it goes down forever. The next step is to add images. Make sure your images are also unique. So any photos of your microgreens or mushrooms or anything like that, take lots and lots of pictures so you have content for your blog, image content. When you drop in an image, if you double click on it, you're going to see that there's an image alt text here. This is where you want to repeat that same keyword phrase for each image. Now, each image should have its own unique image alt text, so you don't want to just have them all called short season peppers, but here's how I do it. Let's cancel. Let's go down to the next picture. So if I double click on this, you'll see I'm still including this keyword phrase, but I'm also expanding upon that. So I'm explaining to Google and the user or viewer what this image is. So in this case, it's the sweet chocolate bell pepper seeds. So it's okay to use this phrase in every image. Just make sure you elaborate on it, and each image has a unique image alt text. Include the phrase and then expand upon that. You can use a dash or a comma or a colon. It doesn't really matter, but expand upon it and make sure each one is unique. And then also, there's also the idea of links, text links, basically, using keywords that are linked to other pages on your site. So if you have, a page about more information about the mushrooms, or in this case, this chocolate bell, I'm actually linking to the product page. So I have underlined this. I have changed this link to go to that product. So I'm pasting the link to this, and I'm opening it into the same window. That is important if you're staying on the same site. But what this does is it helps get people to flow to the next page of your site. Rather than just reading this and not going anywhere, you want to actually get them to move to a different page on the site. This helps with bounce rate, which means bouncing is basically somebody lands on your page and then they leave it immediately. That's a high bounce rate. But if they land on your page and they click through to another page, that lowers the bounce rate. And keeping your bounce rate low by encouraging people to navigate to other pages will also really help with your SEO, because Google likes to see pages that keep people there, that they stay for a little while and then they click on to another page and surf the website more than just one page. So make sure to include these types of links as well. And what's also cool about these is that they're keywords. So if it's a phrase that people are searching, yeah, go ahead and underline it. So like if this was a different post, I could link short season pepper to that post, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, this is just a quick little tutorial to show you how to optimize your blog posts. One last thing is if you're adding these featured images, double click on this and you can also add your image text here. So I'm going to put short season peppers from sandiaseed.com. And then make sure you publish and save it when you're done. So let me know if you have any other questions, but I wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how you can do these types of blog posts to really help escalate your SEO, and certainly use that huge list of keywords that I provided and write a blog post about every single one. The more, the merrier. Happy writing!